look at this place.
Unidentified ship. We're going to attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Pretty please. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Good day, Captain.
A stranger from beyond. Even for an old Crimson Fleet, that's a new one. Did about a year's worth of astronomy in it. Been poring over the charts, looking for another match. Think this one might just be it.
Hey, you might want this. have something for you. I have something for you.
Take this. Enjoy. In my line of work, it's a requirement. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it. My pleasure. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you. I know it's hard for you. No. Just no. Enough of that.
Well, it's you. And you've been busy collecting artifacts in record time. I was just chatting with the emissary that I think we have a Starborn among us. We're at the end, once again. The buried temple holds the final artifact. You know me so well. I'll wait at the temple. Both of you will be stopped there. For your sake, I hope he is. I'm looking forward to seeing more of what you can do.
Captain, greetings.
Again. Let's go find the emissary, shall we? I'm sure we'll meet plenty of their friends along the way. I'm not sure who thought of it first, but getting those ecliptic mercs to build a little fortress on top of a temple was pretty inspired. Of course, we'll still need to kill a few Star Lord, too. You're returning here! Duplication!
All yours.
This artifact must be pulsing.
Now, let's see what's in there.
Okay, you're up.
Ah, there you are. Enjoy your little jaunt in the multiverse? There will be a few more up ahead. Well, forgive me for showing even the slightest bit of concern for our latest and greatest Starborn.
Presentation of me.
Come on, Rook. Come on. You can make it. Barely stepped on the juryman's road with us. Can't see another soul off to the void so soon. No. No! I'll pour one out to the blackest sea for you, Rook. What the? Crix's ghost? What kind of cruelty is this? This some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist the blade? What are you then? Some lost soul? No salvation here. Not sure if you're just a reflection of a shattered brain, but okay. I get your meaning. Well, ghost from the other side. I'll keep what you said rolling around in my head for a spell. But for now, wouldn't mind if you gave me a bit. I just lost a friend.
That sight never gets old. The artifact awaits. It's time to end another cycle.
person I lost all those universes ago. But my heart still breaks just the same. You have no right to pursue the artifacts with no regard to the consequences. I will not let more universes fall under the shadow of this search. Let's end this.
After you.
Someone over Henry Barrett. My favorite part. It's burning.
go no further. Time and space.
Look at us, a great team. Now the Unity awaits. Yes, you're right. Here, you've earned these. Once all the artifacts are together, the way to the Unity will open. Then, you and I will be walking into the infinite. I'll be making myself at home on your ship from here on out. I want to make sure I'm nearby for the big moment.
Sure, I've got a minute. Fair game. Never mind. Sorry. What's on your mind? I think about it a lot. There's so many possibilities. Some wonderful, some terrifying. I'm not a fearful man, but I am just a man. And I'm keenly aware that this artifact could change my life. Or end it. On Bendy? No, wait. It was Kazal. I can feel Lynn's admonishing stare boring a hole in my back. She's not actually standing behind me, is she? Well, point is, my story's probably a lot like yours. We dug a pit, found some really wonky readings, and followed them to the artifact. Well, they certainly mean something, because not everyone who touches the artifacts sees them. My first instinct was it was a message of some kind, like the Voyager records. Communication from a higher life form reaching out blindly into space. But now I'm wondering if the vision wasn't just sensory. My new theory is something's changed in us physiologically. As in, not just a message from beyond, but a delivery. Well, when I picked it up, I had no idea what it was. I knew it was something spectacular, though. I saw a vision. Flashing lights, the whole shebang. Sure, like what? It feels so bizarre to refer to it that way. But please, continue with your questions. Hey, not funny. It could happen. Power corrupts, you know. Maybe I'll become some sort of cosmic, many-eyed monster intent on devouring humanity. Then what? Anyway, evil is a silly concept, and I'm pretty sure you'd know what to do in that case anyway. I think. I thought it would change me. I thought, what if I can fly or see through walls or whatever? Would I be a different person? And if so, would I still care about the things I used to care about? It took a while for me to really figure out those feelings. They were buried deep below my drive to explore and my work with Constellation. Well, I'm part of the Cool Kids Club now, right? But honestly, I don't really think it will change me that much. I'm still me. Not gonna lie, it's weird. I had hoped for the ability to fly or something, you know? But truth be told, I'm flattered. I mean, it is some sort of cosmic compliment, right? I'm not sure. I'm still trying to get used to this power myself. It's so... I don't even know how to describe it. Odd. No. I've been unable to replicate the experience since the temple. My hypothesis is that the quantum locking required to sustain the connection is only possible in certain situations. Perhaps it requires some sort of aligned momentum that could resonate beyond the origin universe. But that is pure speculation on my part. I don't have nearly enough data to support a solid theory at this time. We're heroic power twins, lowly copycats, each other's nemesis. Probably none of that. Probably. Of course. What else do you want to talk about? Let's see. I've been in Constellation for a long time, as you know. I enjoy cheese, my work, and long walks on unexplored planets. What else did you want to know about? Let me know if there's anything else. Okay. Welcome home, folks.
I don't usually have a partner in the hunt, but it's worked out this time.
Irvin would have loved to work on a planet with this kind of life.
Paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so? Oh, that's quite the claim. If that's the case, I think it would be prudent to go speak with them and find out exactly what they plan to do about it. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck. Yes. What? No, geez. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, whatever you do, it's important to remember to... As soon as you have any more information,
It appears Constellation's current mission. Neither of those statements are correct. Constellation's overarching mission will never be over, and the goal of discovery is not a matter of winning. I hope the process of becoming Starborn is done without causing any physical trauma. But given the unknown physiological requirements of crossing universes, that seems unlikely. I will add that to my list of similar incidents to see if I can make what few conversations we have remaining more compact in the future if we do not see each other again. Goodbye, Captain. From a statistical standpoint, you have been an unusually effective member of this team.
Stay alert. You're human. You seem to know an awful lot about us. I can only assume your ship has some sort of advanced scanning capabilities, or there exists some record of our mission somewhere.
Welcome back to the rest of humanity. You're no longer alone.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. Well, perhaps we killed two birds with one stone. You see, we're also in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Of course, we know that now. Human or not, we were still unable to communicate our intentions. As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Never seen a ship like yours before. But then again, I haven't seen any of the ships.
So, here we are. Let's talk. No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you? Ah, so they're called Paradiso. Interesting. Anyway, it's not important whether we like the potential results right now. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, let's focus on the issue at hand. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there. We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. that will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world. Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
It's exactly as we left it, right? Right.
Finally, we'll be able to enter the Unity soon. There's no better feeling in all of existence.
Hello, and welcome back, Mr. Tofik.
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our capable hands.
It may be paradise.
Every day's nice around here.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
We try to stay out of our guests' way.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! Ah, so it's a colony ship of sorts. Wonderful. That complicates things a bit. As much as I appreciate you showing some initiative, we'll need to discuss this with the present board members and come up with a plan to our liking. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance. Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? Right. Assuming they agree to the terms, I've got a list of resources you'll need to gather and bring back so we can support the new arrivals. We'll need to improve our lodging and infrastructure, plus account for future projects to support an increased population. Don't care how you procure them, just make sure to bring them here with you before we can consider this a done deal.
They survived all of that just to end up in servitude. Better than dying on a broken ship.
Excuse me, you Oh, you're the... Sure.
I just feel that we should be focusing
You're
on
lucky
the
I'm not
natural
like the other
beauty
board
of this
members,
planet.
blazing
Not
about
our
the beaches without a
amenities.
cap. I am. But given the circumstances, you like that? Marketing. Oh, so as much as I Now, tell me.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost.
Maybe not. We could even
Sounds costly. Someone else would have to foot.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot. And which proposal? Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. We'll coordinate our engineering team with...
There are so many hospitable planets out there. More than enough for everybody. And the best part is, nobody has to die or become indebted or anything. An elegant solution.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
What's not to love about this planet?
There are many.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. All right, we're done. Welcome to Hopetown.
I don't want to hear any.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
Seems like Hope Town. Hope Tech is the everyday working person's ship.
We could save valuable weight if we got rid of the pilot seat. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape too. Parts not cheap though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are. True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time. Maybe it is selfish of me to demand such a price. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
As much fun as that was, it's good to be back.
Hello.
We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
The Constant is a peaceful
If the other colonists knew how many times the Constant almost came apart at the seams, whew, well, thankfully I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? Oh, I've heard of this technology, but always believed it was theoretical in nature. Maybe we can talk about it in more detail later. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to handle. I've waited this long. What's a little longer, eh? Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend. What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? You do? Well, this should be a bit easier, though I must remind you, the ship is much older than the ones you're likely used to working on. So, listen to me first. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
So much more to learn about now.
Looks like everything is good to go. Both you're in and...
My entire life.
As I always tell my patients,
I wonder what else is
Just because our equipment's cool doesn't mean
Now that we know what's out there, I wonder what it's like out there. Careful waving that fancy gun.
Never seen a ship like yours.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Well, the engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
It's like walking in a time capsule here. I cannot imagine how hard this was to maintain.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't... it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Just stay out of trouble.
now that we know there are other people out there?
Now that we know what's out there, things are...
See what's out there.
Talk to Albert, he's in charge. I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. Easy there. But you came here, what, to help? Looking for some sort of reward? Good and we all, right? Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me true, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. No arguments here. The Spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite and I'll open a secure channel and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational. Absolutely. I mean, don't expect much. Look around. Not exactly swimming in resources here. But hey, good luck.
Guardians, communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Now that's a weight off my shoulders. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the wins. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. They died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You've scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made. We need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact. Nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot. Enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here. With heart, but I expect you know we're not military folk, and I'll pay you more, much more. Right you are. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made, but now we need the Lemaire's and the Banda's boat. I wouldn't hold my breath. We need to go. As our new merc, Lemaire got, but if she's a lost...
Just so you know, I'll associating with the Lucky you, then. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacer. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. Huh. You sound certain. Really certain. If Albin's managed to hire such a formidable mercenary, all right. Tell him the Lemaire's will join his damn fool defense pact.
We need to stand together.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact? I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. Not much of a choice, really. Well, the Bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. You convinced Jackie? And now I do believe in miracles. How in the hell did you manage that? I guess there's no need to know how the sausage gets made. This time. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our Spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. You are a wonder to behold. After you deal with the Spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the Spacers are based.
defense pact gives us a real chance at a future.
What's the plan, Captain? Well, there's something terrifying and impressive realizing just how inhospitable this world is to life.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some spacers' chatter.
You did what?
I'm more than just a pretty face. Anyway, there's an old derelict star station the spacers are using as a base. That's the plan. We throw everything we got at them. There are undoubtedly a lot of spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We need to excise this cancer from our system. Every last one of them.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark? I like your style. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in. Okay, it's too cold.